Hello, welcome back. I am working on a few snacks and desserts, and some of these I've posted before and I've gotten some questions on how to make them, so I thought I would do a video so that everyone can see it. So I'm going to start off. The first one I'm going to do today is going to be a parfait but with an apple. So I really think this one is so easy once you see it done. So I'm going to start off by mixing my candy coating. So I think I'm doing a different design that I haven't done before, and I'm trying to think it through. I think I'm going to do this one chocolate. So let's just use our Herbalife Formula 1 Dutch chocolate. And I'm going to go ahead and make 2 scoops just because I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. I don't think I actually need 2 scoops, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. This one's going to be pretty much chocolate anyways. And this is the Formula 1 Healthy Meal by Herbalife. So it has, each scoop has 45 calories, so 2 scoops is 90. And it's got 9 grams of protein in it, and just what I've used. And so what I like about this is that it's a healthy meal replacement to help cut those calories. And you can also add additional protein to this. So what I'm gonna add is our personalized protein powder. This has 20 calories and 5 grams of protein. So it's a really great way to get you a boost of protein without a lot of calories. This one doesn't have a flavor, so it's good with anything. You can use it for desserts, you can use it for meals, pizza crust, so it's great to use. All right, so I've put in my dry ingredients, and I'm going to take some of the coconut oil, and this is one I just purchased at the local grocery store, and you can melt it either by boiling it over the stove, melting it over the stove, or actually I just did it in the microwave, so whatever you feel comfortable with. And you can use a tablespoon or a little bit less than a tablespoon. I actually melted quite a bit because I'm doing a couple different recipes today and I wanted to have it available. So since I've already melted it, I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here. It's better to pour too little than too much, so we're going to just stir it. So I'm gonna stir the mixture here. And it does look like I need a little bit more coconut oil, so I'm gonna add that in there. And the nice thing is you just wanna get it the consistency of melted chocolate. You can kind of see what I'm doing in here. Just make sure all that powder is covered and mixed really well. And it'll look like melted chocolate, and then when it hardens, it'll be delicious and packed full of protein. Okay, so it looks like it's good and mixed, and so you can hopefully see that. Okay, so now this recipe, we are going to take the apple. I'm gonna just scoop this down. Okay, so I'm gonna take the apple, and this is just an apple core. Hopefully y'all have all seen one of these before. And I'm just going to pour the apple, take the core out of the middle. And if you hear the pitter patter, it's my dogs, because they absolutely love apples, and whenever they see me grab an apple, they know it's their snack time and we're all gonna have apples. And right now they're really upset because they're not getting any of this one. Now I've taken out the apple core, and I just made the hole all the way through. I didn't try to stop to create a bowl because the parfait that we're gonna put in the middle is so thick, it doesn't need to have a sealant on the bottom. So now I'm going to core it some more so I have more room to put the parfait in the middle. So there's no rhyme or reason, I'm just poking little holes. Get rid of any frustration. Whoops, use my muscles. Someone just had an apple, piece of apple. Okay, so, my dog's happy. That flying piece of apple she got to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna take out these little pieces. And what you can do is with those pieces in the middle, if you want to put a little lemon juice on them, you can use them for garnishment when we finish with this. It's up to you. Okay, I think that's enough holes for this one. See, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll this one in chocolate. I think that's the next step I'm gonna do. And it's okay if you go out of order. I could have put the Parfait in it. I just thought this might be easier, so we'll see if it is. Like I said, it's been a while since I made these, and I'm trying to remember how I did them before. And I rolled it a little bit, but it's okay to also, you know, just go on here and spread it on here. Just cover the chocolate, cover it with chocolate, this melted protein chocolate. It does look delicious, doesn't it? And I'm hungry too, because I haven't had my snack yet. That's what made me think about making it. And I figured, well, if I'm gonna make one, I might as well film it, since I've been meaning to do that anyways. But it just sounds like a really good snack right now. And I am sorry, you can hear my dog pitter-pattering all over. He's having a fit looking at these apples. Okay. I am gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. You can put it in the refrigerator or freezer, whatever. Okay, so I've taken our apple out of the refrigerator, so the chocolate has hardened some. Just so you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up. And the bottom has a little bit of chocolate. We're just gonna flake that off. You can do that with a little knife or whatever. It's still a little soft, but I wanna go ahead and take it out anyways. Mainly because I am hungry. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the next step for this Parfait apple. Now, what I did is I made the Parfait ahead of time, and I will list the recipe in the comments section, but generally what I do is I put a couple scoops of Greek yogurt, or you can use plain yogurt, and then I mix a couple of scoops of the Formula One. So sometimes I love to do the caramel apple Formula One because it is an apple and just seems like it's perfect. This time I did a half a scoop of Dutch chocolate Formula One, and then I also did the dulce de leche Formula One, and I did 1.5 scoops of that, so it was 2 scoops together. Just because I really love the flavor. And then I also went ahead and added some cinnamon to the mixture because everything is so good with cinnamon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop that here in the apple. And I'm gonna take a plate actually and put that on there. So it'll be on a nice clean so you can see it, because you can't really see it in the bowl. And I can't see it here either. Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. Now we're just gonna scoop the Parfait mixture in the inside. This is so good. I also added a few, very few, just because I didn't want to add too many calories, but I did want it to have some, of the Lilies mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I just added a few because honestly, we're gonna have this chocolate flavor on the outside. So I didn't really need a lot, and I'm making a little bit of a mess, aren't I? Actually, I'm gonna take some of that out. Why am I scooping stuff out? Because I was just thinking that I need a little bit of room. So I'm going to, I'm so hungry. Okay. I'm doing a project while you're hungry. That is funny. Okay, so now I have the Parfait inside here. I'm turning it sideways so you can see it. And what I'm gonna do is you can garnish it any way you want. So for this one, and I always like to do it different every time, I'm just going to dust a little bit more cinnamon on top. Just sprinkle some actually. Sprinkle cinnamon. And actually it's not even coming out. There it goes. Okay, sprinkle of cinnamon. I'm going to take a couple of the apple slices and just put them on top. Garnishment. You can decorate this any way you want, and then actually you can even drizzle a little of your melted chocolate on top. I'm going to put some almond slices and just sprinkle them on top. You can do granola. I'm really careful with granola because granola is delicious, but it's a lot of calories, and so I try to use that sparingly. So I would prefer to put the calories into something that's a little bit filling and healthy. And this is really good because it's packed with protein. So right now, with what you have here, you have 2 scoops of protein that you used inside. I didn't use quite all of it, but I used almost all of it. You also have your scoop of protein that you used on the outside to make the chocolate. And you used your apple fiber and your almonds. So, I mean, this is really a good, nutritious meal. You can also sprinkle, if you want to have a few more, you can sprinkle a few of these Lily's mini chocolate chips. Like I said, it's got plenty of chocolate, so it doesn't really need a lot. But, you know, it never hurts to sprinkle a few. These are sweetened with stevia. And if you want to keep garnishing it, you can also use a little bit of whipped topping. I'm not going to on this one, but you certainly can. Well, and that is going to be your parfait, your edible parfait. You get to eat the whole thing. Thanks. Bye-bye.